Alright guys, yeah, that printed out okay. Just a bit of shrinkage or maybe expansion uh, or swelling as they call it. I think that temp is probably um, a bit on the warm side, 230, so I've dropped it down to 205. The reason is where the parts should dovetail together, they don't align 100%. So I'm going to lower the temperature because on the previous print of a fuselage it was perfect. My first print, yeah, I had a similar problem. It's printed out okay on the wham bam. Just started to loosen at the very end of the print, but it did actually print this time without any problems. 3mm brim. So that came out okay. I've moved back to the ender plate for the time being until I pretty much sorted out my temperature related stuff. Um, but yeah, so what I'm going to do next is part 3, and this is the bit of the fuselage that starts to curve back up. So this is really part of the floor, if you like. Part 2 and part 3 are the bits that will typically make contact with the ground on landing. I've got 0 for bottom layers because again it's going to have to dovetail in because there's an area here where the bit part 2 plugs into. The top layers I'm going to go for 3 because there's a plug here to go into the next section. That's already been sliced and sent to the printer. Once this is printed, you can either put a hot soldering iron through there to open up the hole, or just use a knife and cut across here because that's where the Bowden tube is going to go. The servo motors sit on a little tray in here, the servo holder sits here, and then the Bowden tubes going through there. Again, you cut away in here just with a sharp knife, and then that exposes the hole because this is effectively where the conduit is for the push rods. That there's a Bowden tube you buy, sort of PTFE tubing with a bit of piano wire in it, effectively. And because they've cleverly designed in strengtheners, you can see these strip here is a bit of a strengthener. This floor and these walls give strength. Let's just centralize that a little bit so you can see a bit better. Yeah, this is also, once you start assembling it all together with a tongue and groove type system they've designed in, this little bit here, here, and here, the tongue. It is quite a rigid fuselage, surprisingly good. So anyway, that's underway and is currently being printed. So I'll catch you later when it's done.